Hey, it's Dr. Jack Wolfson, the Paleo Cardiologist, and I want to talk to you today about some late-breaking information that came out from the New England Journal of Medicine, where it's yet another large study looking at omega-3 fish oil and cardiovascular risk and also cancer risk. And a lot of people are emailing us and they want to know what's the deal with this study, because the news media outlets, they're saying there's no benefit to taking omega-3 supplementation, and it's really not that simple. So let's talk about omega-3 supplements and cardiovascular risk and cancer risk, and then we'll talk about the data as well. So when it comes to cardiovascular risk and omega-3s, eat seafood. That's very clear. The people that eat the most amount of seafood live the longest, live the best, lowest risk of cardiovascular disease. So we're big fans of wild salmon, sardines, anchovies. That's what you want to do. And the question is where supplements are beneficial. And I think the supplements are beneficial along with the healthy lifestyle and along with a healthy supplements regimen. But that's where the problem is that when they do these large studies, they give the supplements to a bunch of McDonald's cookies and cupcake eaters. They're alcoholics, they're smokers, whatever their vices are. They're not healthy people. They're just kind of people on omega-3 fish oil. And then when the results don't go as a holistic doctor would like, they're not upset about it because they're plugged into the pharmaceutical industry. Like, so for example, I'm going to pull up the information about omega-3s. First of all, what kind of omega-3s did they use? What other supplements were being used with them? What lifestyle and dietary modifications did they use? Omega-3s, there's lots of different types of omega-3s. Should we measure the omega-3s? Do we, the quality of omega-3? So many things go into a quality omega-3, which FYI, on our website, we've got an omega DHA product that is absolutely fantastic. Best company on the market manufactures that product for us. And we do that, for example, with our multivitamin. So it's never a standalone thing where you would take omega-3 by itself, because omega-3s can go rancid, they can be oxidized, they can be damaged. And we want people to do it as part of a healthy supplements regimen. So those are really the detracting things I have from a study like this with these omega-3s that they use. But once again, this is from the New England Journal of Medicine. And I'm going to take a look here at what they did. They gave people a gram of marine omega-3 fatty acids in the primary prevention of cardiovascular disease and cancer. And here's what they find out is that the risk of a major cardiovascular event was actually 8% lower in the group that got the omega-3s. So they're probably getting cheap omega-3s. They're not getting any other quality health advice, but they're taking the omega-3 and they still achieved an 8% reduction in cardiovascular risk. Now, they're reporting that as non-significant, just as a statistical variant, but nonetheless, it was an 8% reduction in this group with, once again, inferior oil and questionable dietary advice and no other supplements and other lifestyle things. Once again, it's just taking a random person off the street and giving them omega-3s or placebo, which isn't even to say what the placebo was in this either. So there's lots of faults that people can have with studies. And if you're taking any one point home from this whole conversation about seafood or about omega-3s, is that we should eat fish. Now, one thing that they did find is what's called a secondary endpoint, where they saw stroke risk was reduced, and this was significantly by 28% lower risk of having a stroke in the omega-3. But nowhere in the publicity of this or in the talking heads on television did anyone talk about a 28% lower risk of stroke. That's huge, and that was statistically significant. In the end, they also looked at death from from cardiovascular cause, and it was 4% lower, not statistically significant, and death from cancer was 3% lower, not statistically significant. By the way, there were no excess bleeding risks, which sometimes is thought to be a concern, which I've never seen as a problem with omega-3 supplementation. So, once again, it's funded by the National Institutes of Health, which of course is owned by the pharmaceutical industry, and others, which presumably is the pharmaceutical industry. So here's the deal with omega-3s, is that you want to make sure that you eat an organic paleo diet. Eat the right foods, including plenty of seafood, wild sardine, anchovy, wild salmon, shellfish. Those are all fantastic for cardiovascular health and wellness and total body health and wellness, lower risk of dying in people that eat the most amount of seafood. So go ahead and get that quality seafood as part of a healthy organic paleo diet. Also, you want to get plenty of sunshine, and you want to get the sleep, and you want to stay physically active, and you want to get away from stress, and you want to take evidence-based supplements. And if you do take supplementation, take omega-3s as part of that healthy supplements regimen. So anyways, the industry, the pharmaceutical industry does not want to get this message out there that there's any benefit towards omega-3 supplementation, but I want to tell you, omega-3 supplements, they're not the same as eating the fish. Eat the fish, no doubt about that. Eat the seafood, eat the fish. But when it comes to omega-3 supplementation, go ahead and take it as part of a supplements regimen. So for that, finally, I recommend our multivitamin, which is called Multi, which has all the different quality vitamins and minerals in there. So add that to your healthy lifestyle and nutrition. And then you're going to take the omega-3 on top of that. And we love our probiotics called Gut Flora. Supplements supplement the healthy lifestyle. Never forget that. But that's the problem with these studies, is that they don't talk about the healthy lifestyle. They just randomize fast food eaters and people that smoke and unhealthy people, and they give half the placebo, they give half the omega-3, and they're not really looking at the whole picture. So I don't have any supplements for people that are not part of the message, that really do not understand what it means to, to be truly healthy and happy. But nonetheless, we've got some great answers for you. The Doctor's Wolfson. Check out our website. I'm going to do another Facebook Live immediately after this, and just so we can kind of separate out the videos about vitamin D supplementation. So check that out as well. See you next time.